cafeteria, and you met this girl delivering Haagen-Dazs ice cream. A long pause followed, and she said, "No, I went to the cafeteria for ice cream, and I met this girl as she works for the Holocaust Memorial, not Haagen-Dazs." Soon after, I began my 15-year journey in pursuit of obtaining cochlear implants in order to regain some semblance of hearing. And I made a pledge. I said, so help me, if they ever say yes to go ahead with the procedure, I will personally go out and celebrate by having Haagen-Dazs. And that's just what I did. And we've done it every year since on the anniversary of my implant surgery.
Even as a blind adult, there are some people who just think you need somebody else to constantly take care of you. So imagine their surprise when they see two blind people fall in love and get married and take care of each other. Not once, but twice. When I was married to my first husband, James, we used to get all kinds of comments about our mixed marriage. So he's black and I'm white, and trust me, I've heard every love is colorblind joke you can come up with. Unfortunately, when it comes right down to it, sometimes when you're blind, people think there is a plethora of other disabilities that go along with it. But the truth of the matter is, we are not all Helen Keller, and one disability does not make a host of others. Thank you.
Excuse me, is the seat taken?
Not right now, no.
Thanks.
So how are you tonight?
I'm fine. I can't remember why I'm here.
That's not a good start.
I mean, I know I'm here to meet someone. I just forget her name.
Maybe you started drinking a little too early tonight.
No, it's not that. I don't want to destroy any more brain cells. You see, I have a TBI.
You have TMI?
No. TBI, traumatic brain injury. It means for me that I have a hard time remembering things. Wouldn't it be funny if we turned out to be meeting each other here when we're here to meet each other?
Yeah. But my date wouldn't have a TBI. He's supposed to be a physics professor.
Really? I'm a physics professor. My name is Kevin Pettit.
I'm Mis-Labled. So you're a professor?
Yes, I have a PhD.
I thought you had a UTI.
Do you mean an IUD?
That's private. Who are you, the FBI?
TBI. Although I did get my PhD before I got my TBI. They're the #1 cause of disability in this country, FYI.
PhDs?
No, TBIs.
Oh, I see.
What brings you here? I'm Kevin Pettit.
I'm Mis-Labled.
That's such a nice name. I've never heard it before.
Hi everybody, my name is Rick, and as you might be able to tell, I am blind. And I have a somewhat serious poem for you guys tonight that was inspired by a man who was just a little bit too helpful. So here goes. My feet were on a routine journey to the supermarket one February morning when this disturbing guy, claiming to be a cab driver, stopped his vehicle to complain about my clueless confidence in maneuvering down sidewalks. I calmly tried expressing faith in my capabilities, but eventually my suicidal journey had to continue. about a block away from achieving what he thought was impossible, I heard applause plus screams from my newest stalker. Before I could reply, a cop car arrived, and he ran up to demand applause for reporting the imaginary emergency. His perception was shaped by the same society that relies on terminology like lighthouse to legally pay blind workers less than minimum wage, yet complains and can place us in jail for discovering currency under the table. Sometimes it does make me wonder if society doesn't want us to rise up. Thank you.
I thought, oh, can I really say that my bipolar is a disability? But the truth is, oh my God, sometimes it's a huge hurdle just to get out of bed in the morning. And the first day of rehearsal, it was just so fun. And I think what we're doing is really funny. And, you know, that sense of humor, man, that's the other thing you gotta have if you have a disability.
Very frequently, they understand disability in terms of how it affects them and how it affects this normal society, so-called normal society, but it really has a whole life of its own, independent of that in some way, that how it affects the people that have it. You know, so that's what I'm trying to hopefully express in this production.
I am really enjoying it. Not enjoying, getting up early in the morning for rehearsals, but besides that, it's a really cool experience and working with a lot of really interesting people. And one of the things I'm enjoying is, because when you're involved in the blind community, it's easy to only get the blind perspective on disabilities.
To be able to present the aspects of disability and things that really put people at ease. Just show people how it is and let people know that they can inquire and be curious. It is definitely important.
I have a fracture and a tear in the tendon, and so they're going to repair it in surgery. That means that I won't be able to be in the play, and I feel good because I didn't get to participate.
So I have seizures, and the kind of seizures that I have can be triggered by fluorescent lights. And actually, even an incandescent light can be triggered by, seizures can be triggered by that. And so I usually have to wear a hat, a light rim hat. Sometimes I go into seizures from fluorescent lights. I'm committed to it, and I think it's really, really important, the message that we're sending to whoever it is that comes to the show. How important it is to just treat people who have disabilities or who are different like they're normal, whatever normal is.
I've been labeled, called disabled. When will I be judged? Called retarded, disregarded. When will I be judged? I just want to be part of a community. Get along with everybody, all my family. I just want to be part of our community. Get along with everybody, all our family.
If you can read like this, but not like this, you might be disabled.
If
If you can read lips from across the room but can't hear your own cell phone ringing, you might be disabled.
If you can save a few $100s on your utility bill because the only time you turn on the lights is when your friends come over, you might be disabled.
As a child, I was an actor. I acted in Boulder's Junior Theater several times and in musicals and plays in my high school and college and junior high. But then I acquired a traumatic brain injury, and that put me out of acting for a bit. It was a severe traumatic brain injury. I was supposed to die, and the doctor wanted to withdraw my life support, but my family wouldn't allow that. And one of my sisters got really mad at the family conference and went into the room where I was in my coma, and she said, "Kevin, they're going to kill you. You need to let us know you're alive." So I raised my hand, and she ran back into the family conference room, told the doctor, but then he had to witness it, so the whole family crowds in, all the nurses and techs and doctors, and so Jenny said, "Kevin, raise your hand again or they're going to kill you." So I raised my hand and they let me live. So I'm happy they let me live.
So the reason I wanted to be involved with this production of the show Mis-Labled is because I've never acted before. I thought it would be a challenging experience to work with other people, fellow artists, and to sort of mold my artistic abilities around theirs. And then I really felt that that challenge would be something that might help me grow as a person and as an artist.
More than anything, what we hope the show accomplishes is gives an alternative perspective to disability. I've worked in the field since I was 11 years old with many different groups all over the country. The hardest part is not working with people with disabilities because of people who are treating them bad or making fun of them. The hardest part is the people who are trying to quote unquote protect them, or who think that they're all angels or these sweet little kids and treat them like children. We really hope that this show, more than anything, will be a fresh perspective on disability and show that people with disabilities can make fun of themselves, they can make fun of disability, they can make fun of people looking at them, and they can be just as provocative and incendiary as anybody else.